So let's see what is the format all about. The first step, what you have to write is to address. Look at the to address. I have not used any capital letter. So don't use any capital letter when you use your email ID. And not your email ID, it is the school address, because you are now inviting 2 or 3 neighboring schools to take part in the dramatic competition. Then comes CC. CC is nothing but carbon copy. In case if you want the same mail ID, same info of the mail should be dropped either to the principal or to any other school or to any other heads or to any other judges, guys, you can definitely write those under CC. There is no gap after 2, remember, mind it. And after 2 it is colon, don't use any other punctuation. Then comes very important subject, and I call subject as the letter head, because I'll come to know what about the content in a short note. Look at that. Invitation to the inter-school dramatic competition. It can be invite to the inter-school dramatic competition. It can be inviting to the inter-school dramatic competition. Look at the marks distribution as well, guys. For to address, half a mark. For subject, half a mark. And remember, subject should not be more than 1 line. It is just a subject. And I have not given line gap after 2, after CC, after let's see. Then comes dear sir or madam. Write any one. Most of you guys make mistake here. We write both. Sir has given both, so we have written both. Why? Listen to my explanation carefully. Do not use both salutations. Write any one. After sir, comma. If not sir, please make it madam. So after madam, comma. Then comes very importantly, guys, the subject. You mean the content. You mean the body of the mail. Be careful while writing it, because I want every sentence in the body of the mail should be in a formal way. So I call it writing mail is very effective. If you don't choose sentences carefully and effectively, you are going to lose marks. Look at that. I'm going to read that for you. First sentence or statement itself is opening statement. An opening statement carries half a mark for you. And look at the last sentence. Last sentence is called closing statement, and that should also be official. Create if you are really willing to create. Otherwise, simply follow some of the statements that your tutors or your teachers have used. Look at the first one. You are cordially invited to attend the inter-school dramatic competition. It need not be the same sentence. It can be of your own. So if I don't want this, I can just go for it. It's my privilege to invite you to. Accepted? It's an honor to invite you to. Accepted? I am pleased to invite you to. Accepted? And look at the closing statement. We look forward for your positive reply. So that can also be changed if you want. Before opening and after opening and before closing, guys, is called content, where I want you to simply write LED TV expansion. LED TV means as per my directions are concerned, not your own LED TV. It's not electronic gadget. Here, for me, that is working as an acronym. L stands for location. Write the location. Bigger as well as smaller locations. E stands for expected audience. Who are going to be a part of this competition? D, date should be mentioned because the participants should also know on what day they should come. T, they should also know what is this competition all about. It is written there. So event should be clearly mentioned. And very importantly, do you have any theme, guys, on which competition is going to be held? Generally, we give themes especially for these competitions. Singing competition, only folk songs. Dramatic competitions, only history. Right? Creative writing competition, maybe modern issues, current issues. So please mention one theme there. And who are eligible, please mention there. And finally, you end it. We look forward to your positive reply. Then, we have to end it right. Yours faithfully. Don't confuse yourself because we can write the same, either truly or faithfully. Same, whatever you use it for, formal letter. And remember, this should be your complete name with initial. And let me take you through once the marks distribution. To address, half a mark. Then comes your subject, half a mark. Then, dear sir, salutation, half a mark. Then comes yours faithfully, half a mark. Then comes your location, 1 mark. Audience, 1 mark. Expected audience, 1 mark. Closing, half a mark. And opening, half a mark. Put together, 5 marks. This is the format of your email writing. Here we go. Let me take you through immediately some rules and regulations that should be followed here. The date what you mention here, there should be minimum 15 days gap, guys, because today you are sending the mail and by the time it reaches, of course it reaches in a like in a moment, that's different, but they should also get ready, right? Have you ever seen where a marriage invitation reaches you on the day of marriage? Never. So there must be a gap of 15 days minimum. Then comes expression. Body of the mail should be carefully drafted. What should you look into? Punctuation. Syntax means sentence formation. Then usage of prepositions. Then usage of articles a and the. Usage of capital letters and conjunctions to be appropriately used. Then comes opening and closing statements should be officially written. I told you right. Follow if you can, if your language you feel you're confident. Otherwise, guys, I will surely give you some examples in the next class that you can take care of them. Okay? Because they should be formal. Then comes title, date, venue, location, event should be clearly mentioned in the body of the mail. That you call it as LED TV. And then comes, don't cross more than 100 words. And very, very important one is, don't use short languages. I mean, no short message texts. Sometimes we use it and we write, our own style. Sometimes between B/W. Please don't do that. And no shoddy expression. Means local, what I must say, I don't know. No, don't use informal language. Please be careful. Then comes block format. So sometimes, I have seen this. Students draw box. And sometimes, they use email, that format, letter write. It's a small letter or inland letter design. Please don't do all these designs and ornamental, please don't use such expressions when you are writing either notice or email. Such ornamental images will be discouraged. We don't really like such designs. Be careful. Then, language should be simple because you know very well what to write. I've already given you all the details. It should be clear and formal. Here we come to the last point. Don't use any icons, as I've already mentioned, and box should not be drawn. So, if you keep all these rules and regulations in mind, notice an email will be very easy for scoring. Hey guys, if you have any opinions or suggestions to make, you are welcome the most. Thank you so much for your patient listening.